Hi,
Hi,
Amanda.
that's my monkey.
How are you?
I'm good. I have all the animals in here with me today.
Oh. All right. So go at your own pace. Make any modifications that you feel you may need to make to keep yourself safe. All right. We are going to start seated. Sitting up nice and tall through the spine. It is a Monday morning. Y'all know Monday mornings are not my best. So I always need to stretch a little bit. I want you to start by lengthening through your spine, reaching your sit bones down to the floor, lengthening your spine up. Slowly start to tuck the tailbone under and feel your abs start to engage through your lower abdomen. Hands are behind the hips. I want you to roll just to the top of the pelvis. Take a deep breath in here. Try to use just the abs to pull yourself back up to sitting. Sitting up nice and tall. Exhale, rolling the hips under. Wide chest, reaching the tailbone towards your heels. The toes may lift off the ground, but the heels are planted. And coming all the way up. We're going to go a little bit further this time, rolling to this lower back. Making sure that the belly is pulling in towards the ribs. And curl all the way up, lifting the chest. One more like that, using the hands behind the thighs. And curling all the way up. This time the arms are reaching unless you need to use them behind the thighs. Slowly roll, one piece at a time. Hold it at the waist for 3, 2, 1. If you need to use the thighs, use the thighs. Otherwise, use the abs and curl all the way up, sitting up tall. Exhale, one more like that. Elisa, will you give Kylie a treat? Holding it at the waist. Sorry, guys. Deep breath in. And curling all the way up, sitting up tall. This time we're rolling all the way down. I want you to feel some energy on your inner thighs. When we roll all the way down, it's a slow and controlled movement. I want your arms to slowly reach overhead and notice that your rib cage stays connected in away from your shirt. Reach the legs, reach the arms. Take a deep breath in. On your exhale, reach the arms straight up to the ceiling. Curl up and pause. You should feel this at your upper abs, your ribs, your neck and shoulders should be relaxed. Reach the arms along the hips, bend those legs in, preparing for the 100. One leg up at a time, or both legs come up, reaching longer, making that curl increase just a little bit more. Take a deep breath in and begin pumping the arms. And exhale. 10. Keeping it here if that feels good to your body, or extending the legs in a Pilates stance if that feels better. 30. Inhale. 40. Inhale. And exhale. 50. Imagine you're bouncing a little tennis ball right below the hands. Reach the fingertips longer to keep that curl. 70. Inhale. And exhale. Stretch the legs. Pull the ribs up. 90. Inhale. And exhale. And pause. Curl up a little more. And bend the knees. Lower the head down. The arms reach back. The legs reach long, but those ribs are not popping off of the mat. They're drawn in. For our roll up, you're going to lift the arms up to the ceiling and slowly start to lift the head. Now, if you have trouble here using the abs, please grab on to your thighs and curl all the way up. Deep breath in here. Exhale. Roll under. If you feel like you are going to collapse and use your back muscles, then grab onto your thighs. Reach those arms back. We've got 2 more. Flex your feet, reach through the heels, feel the backs of the legs pressing into the mat, lift the arms. Use your eyes, look across the ceiling. Feel your abs draw in and peel your spine away from the mat as you reach forward towards your legs. The ribs draw in so there's a nice roundness through the spine. Exhale, roll. One bone at a time with control. Rolling your spine onto the mat. One more deep breath in. Lift the arms. Exhale. Curl all the way up. Reaching far. And slow and controlled. Let's roll all the way back down. This time those hands come right beside your mat for our rollovers. Now, a couple of options for rollovers. If you have trouble, we're going to start with the legging tabletop. If you have trouble lifting your hips all the way over, maintain your legs in a tabletop position and just roll the hips and place them down. Trying not to use too much momentum. Thinking of using the lower abs, and think of the sits bones reaching towards the wall in front of you and trying to draw a line. If rollovers work for your body, we're going to stretch the legs, lift, roll all the way over, open the legs, flex the feet, and roll all the way down. Sorry, my little bun is in the way. I've got to take my hair out. Okay. Stretch those legs long, lift. Reach up and over, feel those sits bones stretch up, open the legs, shoulder distance apart, flex the feet. Slowly roll down, reaching through the heels. Reach the legs to 45, bring them together. One more, reaching up and over. Open the legs, flex the feet. Roll all the way down. We're reversing that. So open, flex. Lift up and over, close the legs, keep those legs close to the body as you roll down, one piece at a time, and open, two more, close. Like I said, if the whole rollover is not working for you, then just focus on that lift of the hips. Last one. Close the legs and slowly roll all the way down. The hips come down, lengthen those legs all the way up. Single leg circle. We're going to drop the left leg and flex that foot. Let's focus on that movement of the femur in the hip socket today. I want you to really feel that leg rotating in the hip. We're going to cross over the body, reach the leg away, and circle it up. 3. Notice your abs controlling this movement. It is not a flail of the leg. Pause, reverse, reach wide, circle, and bring it up. You should feel all the muscles throughout the upper leg. 2, 1. Hold this one up, scissor the legs, drop and flex that right foot, point the left, lengthen a little more, press your hip into the ground, reach over, circle around, and lift. Noticing how different parts of your abs work as you reach the leg. 3, 2, 1 more. And reverse, open, circle around, and lift. 5. The range of motion is only as big as you can maintain that hip stability. Last one. And bring that leg all the way down. Arms come up, ribs are engaged. Inhale, reach through the heels as your arms come up. Nod your chin. Roll your body all the way up for rolling like a ball. Lift your hips and scoot to the end of your mat. And bring those feet in close to your body. I want you to tuck your hips just the tiniest bit so that you're now seated and with balance on that meaty part of your glutes. Lift your feet off so that they're hovering just above the mat and wrap your hands around your ankles. The whole goal here is to not change this shape, not to lose the legs. You want to feel your hands pulling your legs in, but then your legs press against your hands in opposition. Elbows wide, chin in, ribs in. Let's roll back, reach the hips up. And using the abs, try to come and find some balance on those glutes. 4 more. Reaching the hips up, using the abs. If you get stuck, that's okay. Roll back up, find your starting position, and think of that belly button pulling towards the spine. We've got just 1 more. Try not to let the back of your head touch the mat. And pause, find your balance. Reach the arms, open the chest, and bring those hands down. Scoot back to the middle of your mat for the ab 5 series. During the ab 5 series, anytime your neck starts to bother you, place your head down. We don't ever want any tension on your neck. Stretching that left leg long. The right leg comes into your chest. Hands touching the leg, elbows wide. Rock back to where you're on your waist. Bottom of the ribs are touching. The left leg is hovering. Make sure you're breathing, and let's switch. And switch. 9. Inhale, inhale, exhale, exhale. Inhale, inhale, exhale, exhale. 4, 3, 2, 1 more each leg. Bring both legs in, keeping that curl. Reach the arms and legs long. Circle the arms, pull the legs in tight, and stretch away. And circle in, and reach. 6. The neck and the shoulders are relaxed. You're breathing. 4. Big stretch away from the core. 2. Last 1. And hold it in. Single straight leg stretch. Reach those legs up towards the ceiling. Reach one away. The other pulls in towards the chest. And we're switching for 10. 9. If this bothers your hip flexors or your lower back, make your range of motion smaller. 5. 4. Make sure you're breathing. 3, 2, 1. Both legs come up. Rest your head for just a moment. This is where you get a little bit of an option. Your hands, this is the more advanced option. Hands behind the head, curl up. Keep that curl as we reach. Easier option, hands below the hips. This protects the lower back a little more. Head down or curled up, either one. Deep breath in, lengthen those legs, and we're gonna reach them away and use the lower abs to pull right back up for 10. 9. 8. Elbows wide. 7. 6. 5. 4. Make sure you're breathing. 3, 2, 1. Rest everything in. Give those knees a hug. We're coming up for our crisscross. We're going to do it a little bit different today. We're going to do all of our pulses to one side for 5, all 5 to the other, and then alternate for the last 5. Deep breath in. Lengthen through your spine as you curl those shoulders off of the mat. Reach the right leg long. Rotate shoulder to knee. We're pulsing up for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Open. Bring that right knee in. Reach the left. Rotate. Pulsing up. Wide elbow. Shoulder to knee. 3, 2, 1. Switching for 5, 4, 3. Really getting that rotation from the waist to last one each side. Bring it to the center. Reach those legs long. Flex the feet. Reach through the heels. Arms reach up. Deep breath in. Lift the arms. Exhale. Use the abs. Use behind your thighs if you need help. Ooh, after that ab 5 series, it's a lot harder. Coming up for spine stretch forward. Your legs will open the width of your mat. Your feet flex. And you're sitting up on your sits bone. So you may have to move some of those muscles out of the way. Arms are reaching forward, your shoulders glide down your back, lift up tall through your spine. Exhale as you slowly imagine that you're peeling your spine away from a wall and reach as far forward as you can. Relax the muscles in your body everywhere except for your abs, and use the abs to pull yourself all the way back up. Deep breath in, relaxing the legs just a little bit. Exhale, reach forward. Drawing the belly back away from the legs. Reach through the crown of the head and roll back up. So what I want you to notice on this next one is, if you imagine there's a string that is leading your spine from the crown of your head, you can create more space in your spine, but you also increase the stretch on the backs of the legs. So reaching the sits bones down, the heels down, the crown of the head pressing forward, and roll all the way back up. Good. Open leg rocker, bringing those feet in towards you. Depending on your flexibility, you're going to grab at your ankles. If you are very flexible, you can grab at your toes if you're extremely, or you can grab underneath your thighs if we're still working on it, okay? So find that balance on that meaty part on the top of your glutes. Draw your belly in so there's some roundness, but your chest is lifted. Let's start with one leg reaching and hold it for 3, 2, 1. Slowly control that leg back in. The right leg reaches for 3, 2, 1. Bring that leg back in. One more each side, then we'll lift both legs together. So this is a nice controlled lengthening of that leg. Bring it back in. Try and feel your chest wide, your collarbone is wide, your shoulders are relaxed. This is more about your inner thigh, hamstring, and abs. Both legs reaching together. Hold it for 3, 2, 1. If you can go into rocking, we'll rock. Pull the belly in as you rock up. The chest has to lift to get your balance. 2 more. Rolling back. Lifting the chest. That's the key. Pull the belly in to rock back. And the abs lift you. Hold it there. Bring those legs together for 3. Open mat distance. Feel your hips relaxing. 2, 1. Draw your abs in even more. Bend your knees if you need to. Otherwise, reach into your T's or arms reaching. Hold it for 3, 2, 1. Roll all the way down for corkscrew. If this bothers your hip flexors or your lower back, keep your knees bent. There is always a modification. You can do this with your knees bent or with the legs extended. Reach through the legs, press the hips down to the mat, reach to your right, both legs. Circle both legs away from your body, come to the left, and bring it to the center. And reach. Circle around. And center. 1 more each side. Reach to the right. Stretch those legs away. Notice your abs as you reach away. And bring it to center. And to the left. Stretch those legs away from your body. Bring it all the way up. And open the legs mat distance apart. Flex your feet. Let's rock up for saw. Nod, curl up, drop those legs as you sit up. For saw, your legs are mat distance apart again. Your feet are flexed, you're reaching through your heels, and you are sitting up on those sits bones. The arms come out to the sides, the shoulders relax, the ribs engage. Lift up tall. Exhale as you rotate. Now, keep that rotation, lift even taller, and hinge forward, reaching your pinky finger towards your pinky toe. And lift up tall, unrotate. Lift up tall, rotate the other way. Hinge forward, keeping that rotation. And lift up and unrotate. 2 more each side. Lifting up tall, rotating, feeling the obliques as you draw the ribs in and hinge forward, lifting up, unrotate, exhale as you rotate, hinge forward. This is a breathing exercise, so watch your breath. Inhale, exhale as you rotate, reach, 2, 3, lift up tall, and rotate and exhale for 3, 2, 1. Lift up very tall. Bring those hands down, legs come together. Let's roll over to our bellies for our swan series. I do want you to open your legs about hip distance apart here. A lot of times we keep them together. Today we're going to have them hip distance apart. Hands are down on the mat. Your belly is slightly engaged, and you're going to reach your elbows. Hands don't move, but pull your elbows down towards your, like you're trying to touch your hips with them. And then look away from your mat and lengthen through the spine as you lift your chest up. And slow and controlled, roll it back down. We're working from the upper back muscles here. Inhale, lengthen. Feel those elbows pulling back as your spine reaches up. And slow and controlled, all the way back down. One more. Lengthen up. So you should not feel this in your lower back. If you're feeling your lower back, don't press up quite as far, and try and engage your abs. Let's hold it up, press into the hands, press up a little bit higher. Hold it, look over to your right shoulder. Bring that chin down to your chest, circle the neck. Look to your left and look back to center. Reverse it, look to your left. Bring that chin down, try to touch your collarbone as you circle. Look all the way to the right and look back center. Control all the way down. The shoulders are relaxed. And bring those hands in front of your body. Fist with the hands, fists touching each other, elbows wide for single leg kick. The right leg lengthens and lifts off of the mat. Point that foot and pull your heel towards your bottom with a pointed foot. Release it halfway, flex the foot, pull it back in, and then rest it all the way down. Lengthen the left to lift it off the mat, bend with a pointed foot, bend it again with a flexed foot, and lengthen all the way out. Going back to the right a little faster, point, flex, reach, left leg, point, flex, reach, right again, point, last one, flex, reach, last, left, point, flex, reach, bring everything down. Place your left cheek on your mat. The legs do come together now, and the hands stack one on top of the other across your lower back. Your elbows come down. Bend both knees. We're going to pull in. Press your hips into the mat. We're going to pull in 3 times, heels to bottom. Now lengthen your legs, lengthen your arms, lift your chest. Bring the look center. Look to the left. Lower down, hands to the back. Elbows down. Reach those legs. Bend at the knees. Pull in for 3, 2, 1. Stretch everything up. Look to the right. Lower down. One more. 3, 2, 1. Stretch. Look center. Look to the left. Lower down. Last one. This side. Kick for 3, 2, 1. Stretch. Look to the right. And lower everything down. Good. Bring those hands to your shoulders. Press into your hands, draw your belly in. We're going to press up and sit those hips back to a child's pose. I do want you to open your knees. Unless that does not feel good to your body, drop your chest down towards the mat. Reaching the hips down to the heels. Take a deep breath in. Exhale and press forward to all fours. Before we go into our shoulder bridge, we're going to do a little bit of reaching with the arms and legs, a little balance and core challenge. Fingertips are spread wide. Your shoulders are directly over your wrist. Your hips are directly over your knees. We are gonna start by drawing the belly in, put in a little more pressure on the right knee and the left hand. That left leg is gonna reach back, right arm reaches forward. Hold it for 3, 2, 1. Place everything down, reach, switching, weight comes into that left knee and right hand, reach and stretch, 2, 1, and place it down. Switching, 2 more. Weights in the right knee, left hand, press that arm and leg away. The belly is in, the core is stable. 2, 1, place it down with control. Switching, weights in the left knee, right hand, press everything long from a strong center and place it down. Last one, reaching. Let's hold it for 3, 2, 1. Place everything down. Draw those ribs in, weights in the right hand, left knee. Stretch that right leg long, the left hand reaches away, and place everything down. Rolling over to your back for some bridges. Start seated, reach those arms, using your hands behind your legs to roll down. If you need to, tuck the tailbone. Imagine your tailbone is trying to draw a line on the floor and then reach towards your feet. Draw the belly in and come all the way down. Bring your feet in a little bit closer. Today we are gonna have the legs touching each other as long as that feels good to your body. Press the inner thighs towards each other. If you start to feel like this is too much, separate the feet a little bit. That's no problem. Set. Hands down. I want you to really press into all 10 fingers. Press into your feet and press the hips all the way up. Once you're up, I want you to draw your rib cage in away from your shirt to connect your abdominals. Holding this up for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We're slowly lowering down just to hovering, and hold it at hovering for 5, 4. Inner thighs press into each other. 2, 1. Press those hips back up. 3, 2, 1. 10 presses down to hovering. Press back up for 10. Make sure you're breathing. 9, 8, 7, 6. You should feel your inner thighs and glutes by now. 4, 3, 2. Hold this one up. Lift the left heel. Lower the left heel. Lift the right heel. Lower the right heel. Slowly melt the spine all the way down. For single leg, open the feet just a little bit apart. They're about sits bone distance apart. Press into the heels, press into the hands. There is still an energy between the inner thighs, but your knee is in alignment, tracking over your second toe. Press into the feet, the toes, and the heels, and press the hips all the way up. Draw those ribs in to connect your abs. Hold it there. The weight comes into the right foot. The left leg bends into tabletop. If that feels good to you to stay here, you'll tap with a bent leg. Otherwise, extend and reach up a little higher with the hips. Keep those hips lifted as you stretch that leg long, and lift for 5. Breathe. Ribs and abs are engaged. 4, 3, stretching, trying to touch that wall in front of you. Last one. Stretch that leg and hold it out over the ground for 3, 2, 1. Pull that leg in, keeping the weight in the left leg now. Bring that right leg up to tabletop. If this feels good, you'll do toe taps here. Otherwise, stretch that leg up, press the hips a little higher, and stretch that leg for 5, 4. Reach through the leg. 3, 2, 1. Stretch through that leg. Hold it at hovering for 3, 2, 1, pull that leg all the way in, melt your spine, your ribs connect, your waist connects, your lower back feels that release. Lengthen both legs, coming over onto your side for side kick series. You have a few options here. You can have your head resting down on your bicep. You can lift here to a flat body with your head up. I don't love this one because it kind of puts pressure on your neck. Or you can lift up to your elbow, okay? I think I'm gonna stay on my elbow today. I do want you to be careful and mindful that your ribs don't sink in like this. I want you lifted up so that your spine is in a straight line, okay? Lift both of your legs, hinge them forward towards the front corner of your mat. Drop your bottom leg and flex that foot, reaching through that heel. Draw your belly in, your hips are stacked, shoulders are stacked so your chest is open. Lengthen that top leg even more and then pull forward using the abs and flex the foot using the glute, pull back for 5. 4, trying to get minimal movement through the torso. 3, 2, last one. Your range of motion is gauged by your stability. Bring it to the center. Point that foot, rotate the knees, the leg so that the knee faces up. Lift and lower for 5. Lengthen as you lower. 4, 3, 2, 1. Rotate that leg back forward. Circles from the hip for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Reverse that circle for 5. Reaching through the heel. 4. Feeling the glutes. 3, 2, 1. Hold it there. Doing our hot potato. Point that bottom foot so it doesn't get in the way. Point your toe in front and tap the floor. And then your heel taps in back for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold it there. Bring that knee in. Place the foot in front of you. Lengthen that bottom leg and bring it back in line with your body. I am going to lower my body down for this part. Ribs lifted off of the mat. Lengthen and flex the foot of the bottom leg. Lifting up and lower. Working from the inner thigh. 4, 3, 2, 1. Lengthen and hold this one up. Circle forward and lift for 5, 4, 3, 2. Hold it. Reverse that circle. Feeling that inner thigh. 5. The emphasis is on the lift. 3, 2. Hold it together. Keep that leg lifted. Lengthen that top leg to meet it. Both legs stay lifted as you roll to your belly for heel beat. Lengthen the legs even further, Pilates stance, and from the glutes, tap those heels together for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and rest. Take a deep breath in. Pressing up to your side again. Swing those legs around, switching sides for our other side of our side kick series. Whatever you did with your upper body on the last side, do that again on this side. So if you were lifted, make sure those ribs are engaged. No matter where your body is, make sure the ribs aren't sinking in. Lift both legs, bring them forward, drop and flex the bottom foot, lengthen that top leg even more, and pull forward with the abs, flex that foot to press back with the glutes. 4 more. Bellies are working to stabilize the body. Point to come forward. 3 more. Flex to come back. 2. Last one. Really lengthening that leg and bring it back to center. Rotate the leg so the knee points up. Lift and lengthen as you come all the way down. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold it long, rotate back forward, leg circles, feeling the glutes. 4, 3, 2, 1. Reverse that circle for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Point that bottom foot, point the top one, tap the toe in front, the heel taps back. 4, 3, 2, 1. Lift that leg, bend the knee in, place it in front of you. The bottom leg comes back. Lifting through your belly, flex that bottom foot and lengthen through the heel. Lift from the inner thigh and lower for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Press this one up and hold it. Circle forward and lift for 5, 4, 3, 2. Hold it up. Reverse that circle for 5. Really feeling that inner thigh. 4, 3, 2, 1. Keep that leg reaching. Bring that top leg to meet it. Rolling over to our bellies, going straight into our swimming. Strong centers. Lengthen the legs. Lengthen the arms. Lift the chest. Relax the shoulders. The right arm lifts. The left leg lifts. Opposites. And switch for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and bring everything down. Bring those hands underneath the shoulders, curl the toes under. We're trying to lift up in one piece, but if you need to press to your knees first, that's okay. Belly's in strong, shoulder blades down, press up to our plank. Holding this for 10, shoulders down away from the ears. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Stay strong through your core. Lift the right leg. Drop the left heel. Press back to center. Lower the right leg. Switch in sides. Lift the left leg. Drop the right heel. Press back forward. Lower down. Right leg comes up. The heel drops. Press back forward, lower down. Last one on the left, lift that left leg, press back, shift forward, lower down, press those hips up, and walk the feet in just a little bit. Drop the heels down so you feel a nice stretch through the backs of the legs. Your head is hanging. Press those hands in. Take a step back towards the back of your mat. And we're going to slowly roll all the way up, preparing for our roll downs and push-ups. Deep breath in, lift up tall. Nod your chin and roll the shoulders forward. We've just got one set of these push-ups. Walk the hands out. I prefer you to do what you can in this regular push-up position, but if you feel better coming down to your knees, that is okay. Shoulder blades are reaching down, abs are engaged. We're lowering down for 3. Press up, 2 more. Last one. Lift your hips up the mat. Drop your heels down. Walk your hands in towards your feet. Hold it there. Take a deep breath in. Stretch your arms long. Tuck your tailbone under. As you slowly roll up, I want you to find some length through your arms and through the crown of the head as you stack up. You guys stay standing. I'm going to come down to kneeling so you can see what we do with the arms. Once we finished, you're standing all the way up, arms reaching. Slide your shoulder blades down, your back, your ribs engage. Turn your hands to face out and slowly press those arms. Slowly, like you're pressing through mud. The fingertips are spread wide. Take a deep breath in through your nose, out through your nose. One more big breath in and exhale, and we are finished. Thank you, guys.